Sports 1. Lords and John Jay Cross River meet in sectional volleyball. In the college ranks, Vassar and SUNY New Paltz clashed in a Mid-Hudson matchup. The Pine Bush swim team looks to finish the regular season undefeated. Plus, an update on the career of former Marlboro pitcher Robbie Bell. So cheer for the home team. Sports 1 is in sync. Next.
Hello there once again, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on Sports 1, along with Anthony Proya. I am Mike Mathey.
You can catch Sports 1 on this channel every Monday through Friday on 3 cable systems.
Folks, tonight we start with sectional volleyball action from Section 1. Lords number 7 seed hosting number 10 seed John Jay Cross River. The Warriors, well, they weren't exactly hosting, as their gym was not suitable for sectionals under Section 1 rules. Fortunately, their friends at Rombout Middle School, oh, they're so nice, had their gym free, and that is where we go for this one. And Beacon baseball coach Bobby Atwell there, the ladies, they're excited, they're ready to go. Cross River, Danielle Boniello serving, and her shot gets bumped, but there's miscommunication on the play. Lords falls behind quickly, 6-1, and Warrior coach Jason Combs is going to take a TO. It wouldn't help, however, Boniello serving here at 14-4. Lords tries to set up Deirdre McGinty, but her shot goes long. John Jay Cross River wins the first game. Lords would come back, however, in the second. Sue Mullen with the serve, and Allison Schlegler can't handle it. Lords would come back to win Game 2, 15-5. Game 3 now, and Lords starts to take control. Christy Gibbons serving. Cross River tries to get the ball over, but Sue Mullen and Kate Doherty are there. Lords wins the third game, 15-8. Game 4 now, Lords looking to put it away. Sue Mullen with the serve, Cross River with the set, and the shot from Meg Collins, but her blast goes long, and Lords would look, as we said, to close things out. Leslie Weller now serving, and her shot is bumped and then set up for Collins again, but her shot goes long, and Lords, after losing the first game, comes back to win 3 straight to defeat John Jay Cross River, 3 games to 1.
Switching to soccer and college soccer at that, Vassar took on SUNY New Paltz yesterday, and the Brewers looking to continue their dominance over the Hawks. We've got pictures. And this guy, taking the advice of Todd Rundgren, doesn't want to work. He just wants to bang on the drum all day. Second half, 1-0 Brewers, and they're on the attack. Rob Rolfing with the shot. He's denied by Tom Anson. Then Chris Mazur plays it in. Brad Samuels with the header, but Anson there for one of his 7 saves. And check out this formation on the free kick. Frankly, I'm getting a little dizzy. And after all that, Vassar completely misses the net.
Come on!
It was fun, though. Hawks trying to get something going. Chris Knobloch plays it in, but Charlie Anderson slides out to save it. Then Goshen's own Paul Manza gets a shot, but Anderson is there to smother it. He finishes with 10 saves as Vassar beats New Paltz 1-0.
RPI looking to upend its second Hudson Valley squad in the New York State tournament, this time against the Mount. First half, RPI on the corner kick and a scoreless affair. Good ball movement. Eventually gets Katie Mitchell a shot, but she chips too high, still no score. Seconds later, Kelly Vale showing off the fancy footwork and the speed. She would get by the defense and center to Jessica Fitzgerald, who has a great opportunity, but Laura Greger comes up with a diving save. Nice job. Still no score. Into the second half we go. Another corner kick for RPI. The ball bounces all over the place. It's never cleared, and that's dangerous because Stacy Eisman puts a foot on it and gives RPI a 1-0 lead. Could they hold it and knock off their third opponent in 3 days? Mount trying to apply some late pressure. This was their best chance late in the game off the inbounds. Annette Bray gets a shot from 30 yards out, but sails high, and the Mount hopes of advancing. They're ruined. RPI wins 1-0. Stay with us, folks. When we return, we have swimming highlights from Section 1 and Section 9.
Plus, J.W. Stewart had a chance to catch up with Spackenkill Athletic Director Dave Styler Spackenkill, and all sorts of controversy about their football team. We'll have that right after this, and also a preview of the John Jay Club hockey team. Sports 1 rocks on right after this.
Welcome back to Sports 1. switching to swimming, the Lady Bushmen of Pine Bush took on Washingtonville yesterday in their last regular season matchup. Pine Bush came into the meet undefeated. With a win, they would secure their first OCL championship since 1990. Would they get it? Hugs all around the pool. The ladies happy for each other. It's senior day. Thanks for the memories. First race we're going to show you is the 100-yard butterfly. The race starts out pretty even, but Pine Bush's Kelly Garrity, she would come back the other way to finish first. Behind her, Erin McAvoy of Washingtonville, and third, Denise Parks of Pine Bush. Next race, the 100 freestyle. This one turned out to be a tight race from start to finish, but Pine Bush's Kelly Jelowinski on the right touches the wall first, followed by the Wizards' Christy Clark, and Lindsay Sudall of Pine Bush finishes third. 500 free now, another close start, and these ladies, they're doing something. I don't know if they're encouraging the swimmers or getting groovy. Still undecided. Finishing first is Megan Nickerson of Washingtonville. Second, Pine Bush's Sarah Millspaw. And third, isn't this nice, her sister Sharon. No, your screen is not upside down. It's time for the 100-yard backstroke. Everybody moving in this one, but it's Pine Bush's Kathleen Noonan who finishes number one. Washingtonville plays second, third, Loren Horace and Jen Liu, respectively. Last race we're going to see is the 100 breaststroke. And no, it's not you. Pine Bush has won 3 out of the 4 races we've shown you, and this one makes it 4 out of 5. Mary Tennyson touches first. She's excited, followed by the Wizards' Deirdre Larkin and Pine Bush's Lindsay Sudall. Pine Bush wins the meet and the OCL championship by the score of 109 to 76.
To Montgomery for VC and Monroe Woodbury, we start with the 200-yard freestyle. There's the start of the race. But on the 8th and final lap, VC's Beth Masterson makes a great push at the end to win in 2:11.37. VC's Erin Shakin finishes second with a time of 2:14.66. Monroe Woodbury's Kelly Donovan finishes third. In the 200 individual medley, they start with the butterfly, that's a swimming term, and end with the freestyle. VC's Marianne Kozlowski will just blow everybody away with a time of 2:29.20. Finishing a distant second in lane 6 was teammate Allie Cannon at 2:35.14. Hey Mike, how about some diving?
Okay, let's check it out.
Well, let's do that then.
Wow, white flag.
And Monroe, without any participants, had to sit out and watch. Here is VC standout Missy Simmons. She would have blown away the competition with 174.45, but she dove exhibition. That doesn't count, so here is your winner, VC's Allison Bergner, who won with 125.65 points. Valley Central won as a team 119.59 on Senior Day.
John Jay talking things over before the meet.
Hey, you're stepping on my line. James Iredale visiting NFA to Newburgh yesterday. We start with the 200 freestyle. This race was close throughout, but Michelle Combs of NFA finishes first. Carrie Bilodeau takes second, and Kirsten Koranowitz takes third. Next is the 200 individual medley. This race was pretty even, but James Ioneal's Leslie Himmelberger touches the wall first to win. The last race we have to show you is the 50 freestyle. NFA's Caitlin McCrossin finishes third. Mackie Hinspeter touches second. Michelle Dudevore places third. Newburgh goes on to win the whole meet 113 to 67. Now, Mike.
Oh, John Jay talking things over before the meet. They're trying to take care of Arlington at Mount St. Mary. Would they do it? Well, we start with the 200 medley relay. That's Brittany Aronson of John Jay out to an early lead with the Christina Delgado of Arlington on her tail. The race neck and neck from start to finish. Jessica Armstrong for the Pats on top, and Jessica Zefanek, bottom part of your screen. They went to the wire. Armstrong wins by a nose. Arlington settled for second. Next race, 200 freestyle. It's a fair start. Center part of your picture, Kristen Martin for the Patriots, the one to watch and also yell for, yippee. She led from start to finish, but Stephanie Seawalker Arlington gave her a run for her money. Martin too strong, though. Sarah Gale finished in third for the Pats. Jay led the meet early after taking first and third in the first couple of races, but Arlington would recover quickly. Everybody ready to dive into the pool for this race, the 200-yard individual medley. And they're all set. They jump right in. It must feel good. It's a little warm up here. It turned out to be a 3-person race all the way in this one. Liz Indorf for John Jay gets out early, but Eileen Anderson and Christine Delgado are right behind on either side of the turn. But in the end, it was all Anderson. Arlington took the race, but John Jay took the meet 98 to 72.
And taking a look at some other scores from around the Mid-Hudson, We go to the Poughkeepsie Journal scoreboard. We start in women's soccer. Marist and Loyola dueled to a 1-all tie. Jamie Sampson scored the lone goal for Marist, who goes 6-8-5 on the season. Girls swimming, Warwick defeated Cornwall 104-77. Cornwall's Tess Eastwood finished first in the 200 individual medley and 100-yard breaststroke. Cornwall falls to 3-7-1 overall.
And Middletown tops Kingston 102-84. Middletown's Megan Maynard finished first in the 200 free and the 500 freestyle. The Middies improved to 12-1 overall.
When we return on Sports 1, we've got the John Jay Hockey Club hockey preview. And former Marlboro pitcher Robbie Bell had a chance to talk with J.W. Stewart. We've got that as well.
All that good stuff coming up. Also, J.W. had a chance to speak with Spackenkill Athletic Director about the decision that'll affect the football team's future. You don't want to miss that. Sports 1 will be back right after this.
Welcome back to the show. The Spackenkill High football team's season is still in the balance, as you may have heard yesterday on the show. The Spartans discovered they were playing 2 fifth-year seniors on their team this season. They alerted the committees to it, and against state rules, that's not good. And they may have to forfeit 3 games. There was a ruling yesterday. J.W. Stewart was up in Spackenkill to get some reaction.
In early October, we identified an eligibility problem regarding 2 of our football players. We immediately notified the section, notified our opponents that there was a problem, and asked for review by the eligibility committee from Section 9. We had a meeting with the Section 9 eligibility committee. We were granted partial approval on our case. We were denied the remaining portion, which was a critical piece of our appeal. We did appeal to the Section 9 Athletic Council. That was heard this week, and we appealed to the New York State Public High School Athletic Association Appeal Committee, and that was also heard this week. We were denied on both levels. We still believe that our case has merits, and our district has appealed to the Commissioner of Education for formal hearing and a stay. We've just done that today. We won't know the results of that for several days.
You think you guys have been fairly treated? Should you have been penalized for such an action?
Well, there are several cases pending in the state right now that are similar, and we really believe that in most cases, children should not be penalized for the mistakes of adults.
Your thoughts on what's going to happen next?
Well, we're going to play Marlboro this Saturday. We know that, and beyond that, we just have to wait and see. We haven't had a chance to really sit down and talk with the young men and the coach about this, but we've kept them informed, every step of the way. Hopefully, we'll just continue to practice until we hear from the commissioner's office.
Do you have a feeling one way or the other of how the decision's going to go?
No, I don't know, but I can tell you that I think our case has merits.
The John Jay hockey team is coming off a 22-6-4 season in which they took the Orange County League title and placed 3rd in Dutchess. However, this season, the Patriots returned only 4 seniors for the 98-99 year. A majority of the team is made up of 10th graders, believe it or not, and Pete Egbert, he's a little older than a 10th grader. He caught up with John Jay coach Gene Cubetta and some of the returning seniors at a recent preseason workout.
For this year?
Well, I think we have a very strong team in terms of skill. We're a little small. We lost 9 seniors, but what we lost in seniors, we picked up in a lot of skill. Our kids are, most of them are travel players, so the level that they're going to be playing at is much better than what we've seen in the past, and hopefully we'll have a strong season. And like I said, we're a little small, so we have to see how it comes out.
You going to be quick then?
Yeah, we're very quick, actually, and tough to hit, so that's a good thing. As long as we could skate around them, they can't hit us, we'll be all right.
Last year we did pretty good. We won the championship over in Orange County. We did pretty good in Mid-Hudson, got like 3rd place or something like that. Expect a pretty strong finish for us, hopefully.
You guys are young, but you're quick, Coach says. Talk about that.
Yeah, we have a lot of quick players. We also like experience. We've been playing for a while, playing together too, since they're probably 5 or 6. So hopefully that'll be an advantage for us.
We did pretty good last year, and we should do about the same. We got a lot of youth this year, but with youth came experience.
All right, 22 wins last year. Is that something you expect to equal, improve on, or are you guys in a rebuilding process?
Definitely, we'll definitely do just as good.
No, this is not a rebuilding year. These kids are good players. We should be okay. I don't don't know that we'll challenge for the league title, but we got good players. I expect to do a little bit better, but you can never tell. Like I said, we're small, but we're going to be strong for a lot of years afterwards.
Great. Thanks, Pete. We're going to take one last commercial break. When we return, we have an interview with former Marlboro pitcher Robbie Bell.
Now, he's a minor leaguer now with the Atlanta Braves. We'll take a look at him. Also, a lot of other good stuff, we promise, when we come back on the flip side of this commercial timeout. Come on back. Welcome back to Sports 1. J.W. Stewart recently had a chance to speak with Rob Bell. Robbie was back at his alma mater, that's Marlboro High School, and he was watching his sister Rachel play in a Section 9 tournament game on Wednesday. I'm sure he enjoyed that. Here's Robbie and how he spent his time down on the farm with the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, I played with the Danville 97s in the Carolina League. Played on the dead last team. I survived a real good year. I did. Wins and losses were hard to come by for the team I played for. We'd get shut out 4 and 5 nights in a row. But I tell you, when they talk about minor leagues, about player development, a lot more of it is above the shoulders than what people realize, and more than what I realize sometimes. And led the league in strikeouts and innings pitched. Close to 10th in the league in ERA, 3.2. Had a real good year, my best year so far, even though the wins weren't there, but I really continue to improve my stock.
Where do you go from here? Where are you going to be next year? Do you know yet?
Yeah, well, and, to start the season, I'm going to be looking at going to Greenville, South Carolina. It's AA in the Southern League. Could go higher and see what happens. I have to be protected on the 40-man roster, the Major League roster, in December, early January, and that's going to happen if I'm not traded somewhere or lose both my arms, knock on wood. But I'm looking at a real big year for myself this year and hopefully really put myself on the map.
Are there any plans to move you up in a similar fashion like they did with Bruce Chen?
Well, I hope so. That's what I hear. You know, they're intending on moving me along now at a quicker pace because now I'm holding a Major League spot. Well, not yet, but hopefully in December. And it's foreseeable that could happen. I mean, I have to go out and put up numbers, stay healthy, get guys out every 5th day, and see what happens. I'm not banking on it, but I'm planning on it.
At one point during this year, you had a chance to face Jamal Brown. Again, I think for the first time since high school or Little League or something. Tell us how that went.
I tell you, I still remember the game. It was a day at Wilmington, and I faced his team and didn't necessarily have a good day that day. Faced him, ended up getting him. He went 0 for 3 against me, and I faced him on the year. He had 1 hit. He was 1 for 7 against me. He had a 0-2 base hit, and I hope you watch this. It was an 0-2 base hit off the end of the bat, and I had him, and he knew I was coming with my punch-out pitch was a curveball, and I just left it up there a little bit, and he just kind of slowed the bat, dragged it right through, and it's one of those things. It was like I couldn't reach far enough past my glove. If I had another 4 inches, maybe, but he got a little dribbler up the middle. But no, he's another one that's enjoyed outstanding leadership. Struggled a little bit at the beginning, but I tell you, he really turned it on the second half. Now an outstanding season.
So you're back here in Marlboro watching your sister play volleyball. What's it mean for you to be back here and watching her succeed here in volleyball?
I tell you, it gives me the greatest joy to go home. And really, my sister, it's tough to play the school where everybody knows her brother. And sometimes the first question is, how's your brother doing? You know, you kind of become a little bit overshadowed. And it's something that she's done an outstanding job of drawing her own positive attentions and collecting her own accolades on her own merit. And she's a very intelligent, athletic girl. She has a definite athletic talent. And they have a good group of girls here.
I think your brother was here today,
yes.
Right? What's it mean to have him back and watching you?
Actually, I love having him back because we're very close, but he's more support to my team and he's more sport to me and definitely sports me a lot, so I love it.
Unbelievable. A local boy who made good, as we just said. Also, Matt Morris of the Cardinals on the baseball side of things, from this area, from Middletown, and now he's in the Major League, so anything is possible. We wish Rob Bell luck in his future.
A lot of good talent coming out of Mid-Hudson with the baseball. I remember playing against Robbie Bell in high school, and I didn't fare too well.
No?
Didn't do good.
Surprising, and that's why you're up here now.
That's right.
Yeah. A lot of football going on this weekend, folks, and if you can get out, catch some of the games. The regular season winding down. In this area, you have tremendous teams at the AA level in Section 9. Monroe Woodbury, just a tremendous team. They can do it at every position. Andre McLeod, the quarterback, a lot of potential there.
Monroe 8-0 coming into this weekend's final regular season game tomorrow night at Dietz Stadium against Utica. But the big game in Class AA this weekend on that side of the river, Newburgh and Kingston, also at Dietz Stadium. Tonight, Newburgh has to win that game to get into the playoffs and have another rematch with Monroe Woodbury. Remember, a couple of weeks ago, Monroe beat them 42-0. I think Newburgh may be a little angry about that.
looking to get a little revenge. Also, tonight, as a matter of fact, Port Jervis and Minnesink. Minnesink has had their trouble this year, but Port Jervis in Class A in Section 9, really a tremendous team. They can do it all from every spot as well. And with a quarterback like Josh Davies, a head coach like Bob Corvino, I'm not just trying to make amends. In all seriousness, very talented team.
Well, Port Jervis, in a lot of people's minds around the media, talking to some people, they think that they may have the best team in the area. They can run it, and, boy, the defense is just terrific. They had another shutout last week. They've just been dominant all season long.
Yes.
Well, that's our show for tonight. Be sure to tune in on Monday for our big show. We'll have tons of football highlights for you.
And also those on the Time Warner system who are planning to tune in at the regular time for that, please don't, because you'll miss it. Sports 1 will be seen at 6 o'clock to make room for the Cable 6 Game of the Week replay.
Well, for Mike Maffei and everybody here at Sports 1, I'm Anthony Proya. Have a great weekend, everybody.
See you.